let's look at how we can upload a sermon video onto Vimeo. And so let's imagine we've just recorded a sermon, and we just did vMix, everything's great. Okay, we shut that down, and we're left with our video file. And this process would also work if it's not a sermon, if it's some other sort of sharing. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna double click on Google Chrome, open up the internet, click, and that should bring up a window, usually on this monitor, but it'll bring up the internet. It's really pretty handy dandy. There's already a video upload quick link at the top. We're gonna click on that, and that'll bring us to the upload page from Vimeo. And we can drag and drop files, but let's do the old school method of clicking and choosing files. So we choose files. Now, where are we gonna find the sermon we just made? This is opening up the recordings by default, but it might also put you on, say, downloads or desktop, whatever. So to locate where the sermon is, start off by clicking on recordings. That's the location where the vMix saves all the videos by default. And you will find the video that was recorded in that folder most recently. So they're not going to have really easy titles. They're just going to be Riverside Sermon and then the date and time that it was made. So if we take, for example, now this sermon has already been uploaded, so this is just kind of a practice run. So let's say we're going to do Riverside Sermon for the 8th of August. So we just recorded that one. So we can double click on that, and it'll start uploading. Now, very important is you have to change the title of this sermon as fast as you can before it uploads, because then it'll tell people that this will be the default name, and this is garbage. We don't. No one knows what this is talking about. So to find out what the title is, we go to our order of worship. On the order of worship, we've got God is Judge is the title. So I'm going to go in there. I'm going to try to one-hand this bad boy. God, and follow the formatting of the title is Judge. You know, capitalizing what's capitalized and all that good stuff. God is Judge. Boom, that was great. Check mark, click it. Title's on there. Whew, we can breathe a sigh of relief. Next, for the item description, we're going to add whatever the sermon text is that was primarily used during the sermon. Again, we can go to our order of worship for the day. It was Revelation. Let's see, go back there. Revelation, chapter 20, verses, 11 to 12? All right, Revelation chapter 20, verses 11 to 12. Check mark. Okay, so we're going to go there. All right, that covers the very most basic information about it. God is Judge. Boom. Okay, that's all we got to do for now. It is now going to be uploading and working on it, on getting the stuff online. Now, the next thing we're going to want to do is to, at a certain point, when it starts optimizing the video, it'll open up this extra menu here on the right. So we go to the extra menu, we go to Advanced. When you click on Advanced, it'll bring you into more of the details. That initial screen we saw with kind of the thumbnail video at the front, that's just to put the title and the description on there. The title of the sermon and the description being the text that was being used. All right, so now this gives you a lot more data when you click on the settings or the advanced settings at right. Okay, you'll notice the title has already been placed because we typed it earlier. The description has been placed because we typed it earlier. All right, we're gonna go to Info. Everything looks great here. Now, you're gonna wanna keep this public. I am going to change for right now to only me. And the only reason I'm doing that is because this is for demonstration. I don't want this going and notifying everybody, hey, we got a new video, because this is not a new video. This is from last Sunday. So this will be public. Keep that public, please. Everything else looks great. People can see it everywhere. Collections, you want to click, if this was a sermon, Riverside Covenant Church Sermons. Click that box. That will add this sermon into the index of all the other sermons that we have placed up there, kind of like a YouTube playlist. So this will add this sermon into that sermon's playlist. And that's all we have to do on that page. We can save there if you want. All right. Again, this will be public on a normal Sunday. We're only doing private because of the demonstration. Okay, that takes care of these 3 tabs. Collaboration, we do not need to worry about. Embed, we do not need to worry about right now. Actually, that's about it, really. So the sermon is now going to convert and upload. It'll reach 100% in a while. It'll take a while. That's totally fine. Now, when you go to put the sermon onto the Riverside website, because right now, this will put the sermon on Vimeo only. So people can go to Vimeo and watch the sermon. If people go to the church website, ourcovenant.org, they will not see the sermon because we have not taken this video and linked it over to the church website. Okay? So the only other thing that you would need for the church website later is to know where you can share the video with the embed code. So later you're going to want to know how to get to share, copy embed code, and that will be, I'm going to click on that, left click, and that will be the thing that we're going to paste into the church website when we upload the video. One more thing I do want to share about uploading a video. While it's uploading, another informational change you want to make is down here on the thumbnail. That's in the General tab. Now the thumbnail generally is going to have a sermon graphic is the ideal thumbnail, rather than having to pick a still from inside the video. So we go to Edit Thumbnail. You're going to want to use Upload. And when you click Upload, you're going to want to go to Sermon Thumbnails over here on the left, and that's the folder where we will drop any artwork or main images for sermon series. So if I click on Sermon Thumbnails, there's a folder with all the old ones, and we've got the current one should be available for you to click. So when you click that picture, you can click down to open, or you can just double click on the file. And now the thumbnail will be this nice clean graphic image. There's no need to pick a new thing. We're also going to click on save to save those changes. And now the sermon is officially ready. Great work.